The hair's hairing, Jill. I'm holding you to that, Abby. Not often I do this, but I don't think there's anything wrong with her hair. What? Woohoo! What? Woohoo! Hello guys, welcome back to Dance Mums Reactions, and today we're on season 2, episode 20, and this is going to be a chaotic and crazy one. I could already tell just from the little coming up segment that I've just watched, but also because you guys have been hyping this episode up in the comment sections. You guys have been making a big deal out of this episode and I don't know why. What's gonna go down? What's happening? This already looks crazy. We've had a couple of tame episodes, I've got to be honest. Kendall and Jill look like they're coming back to the dance troupe place of Abby Lee. Yeah, we'll call it that. But I'm excited to see them back. They're currently not on the pyramid because they weren't in last episode. I think I'm going to start doing that. If you weren't in the last episode, you don't go on the pyramid. Because otherwise, like, you're just taking up space. Do you know what I mean? But I'm excited. Let's get into it, shall we? So, the pyramid is here. And I am going to start at the bottom. I don't know why I'm in this accent. But we are going to start with Melissa. Melissa's obviously at the bottom. And she just didn't do much in the last episode, and I don't have a justifiable reason to put her above any of the others. I just think she has to stay there for now, do you know what I mean? Next up, we do have, sadly, Holly. Again, she didn't really do much in the last episode. I don't remember her standing out as, like, a very vocal member of the group, and there are definitely more vocal people in said group. So I just think she's got to stay at the bottom. Sadly, I just had to put everybody else over her. Next up, we have Brooke. Again, didn't really do much. I didn't rate last week's group number. I gotta be honest. Like, I just didn't rate it. I think that might be a me problem. Which, fair enough. I'll take that as a me problem. But I just didn't rate it. And so, like, the next row of them is just all the kids. Because, oh, actually, no, that one's not a kid. Just the kids. Because, again, they were in the group number. They were fine. And they were enjoyable to watch. But, like, I just didn't rate the number. And they didn't really do anything else. Wasn't last week the horrendous trio with those three in it? Oh, I forgot about that trio. Ooh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brooke. I shouldn't have put you there. That's a little bit fucked. But Kelly is here. We like Kelly. Kelly had to suffer through one of the most excruciating birthday parties of her life when Leslie turned up, who apparently threw a mic pack, not a glass, as I previously thought. Which actually makes more sense in the context of the show. But obviously, at the time, I fell for the glass sound effect. It just caught me off guard. I was like, what did she throw? I didn't see it fly across the air. Like, a mic pack has to be pretty bulky. I just didn't see it fly. But yeah, it is what it is. On the top layer of the pyramid, we have, I was about to call her Peggy, but that is not her name. Her name is Christy. I liked Christy in the last episode. The way she dealt with Leslie was a bit vicious, but also, shoo, get out of the house, fair and valid. When she did it to Melissa and Jill back earlier in the season, I thought it was nasty and it was unwarranted. But this time, Leslie literally called her a drunk and called her all manner of things. So yeah, shoo, get out of my house. Absolutely, I agree. Next up, we have Chloe. And Chloe did well in the last episode. She came 4th in her solo, which was good. Which does mean that on the top of the pyramid has to be Maddie. She came first. I can't begrudge her that. I did prefer Chloe's solo. But then again, like, there's not really much you can do when the judges are telling you that Maddie's first. And you kind of just have to go, okay, they're the judges at the end of the day. So, now that we've finished with the pyramid, let's crack on with the episode, shall we? First of all, the hair. The hair's hairing, Jill. I like the hair. That's a transformation. Second of all, how dare you walk into Abby Lee's studio with your shoes on and ask to talk to her during pyramid? Obviously, I know this is set up by the producers, obviously. She wouldn't have been allowed to walk into the room whilst they were filming, so this was all set up. But how dare she?
I made a mistake going to Candy Apples. You guys know that.
Are you practicing your death
It was a
drop?
mistake.
What did Kelly say? Are you practicing your death drop? I'm confused. Kelly, what do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Like you did once before.
Jill, I don't have time for this today.
Even Maddie's sitting there like, this bitch was put on probation twice, and then she left, and then she competed against us a load of times, and now she wants to come back. Funny joke, Jill. Funny joke. Haha, we're all laughing. Get up on Comedy Corner, because you'll be making people laugh, I can tell you.
I did this.
And go home right now. Would that make you guys all really happy?
I just can't take her seriously with that cowboy hat on.
Are you gonna turn my child away, knowing she's got talent and she belongs in this group?
Okay, I love you, Jill. I love you. I think you're so hilariously iconic. But you took her away in the first place. So if Abby is going to turn you away, that is your own fault. That is your own doing at the end of the day. I'm sorry, but it is. It is because you fucked that one up.
She deserves to be on that pyramid.
Who walks into pyramid?
She's just brought Kendall in, plunked her in the line and go, teacher, here's the headshot, whack it on the pyramid, put her on probation, just let us back in. You've gotta rate Jill's balls, because I don't think anybody else would be as ballsy as to do this. This is, like, not even Leslie is this ballsy. Round of applause for Jill for coming back in and causing drama in the first 30 seconds of the episode. I'm astounded. This is brilliant already. No wonder you guys love this episode.
But it's not this girl's fault. She's a great dancer. Let her rehearse. Stick her on the end. It's not a big deal.
Wait. So after all that, you're gonna let her back in? After all this, no, I can't believe you've just done this. No, absolutely not. You're like, just stick her on the end. She'll be fine.
Mackenzie, you make Paige and Nia look like they're off. Like they're the ones that are wrong.
I do agree. I think the bottom three should be Paige, Nia, and Mackenzie. Mackenzie being last, then Nia, then Paige. And like, I kind of forgot about the trio, and that's why my pyramid was a little bit mucked up. Maybe I just dislike Brooke. I don't. But like, I keep putting her on the bottom because I'm like, oh, she's 13-year-old. She can take me on the bottom of the pyramid. You know what I mean? Like, she won't care. I'm acting like the rest of them are going to care about my silly little pyramid that I do for my Dance Moms reactions. I need to get a life, honestly.
Your technique was clean from where I was sitting. I thought your facial expressions were wonderful.
Not Abby saying your facial expressions are wonderful and then them showing the one, probably like the most deadpan look I've ever seen on somebody on stage, ever. Abby, you're chatting out your asshole. Absolutely chatting.
Paige, you also have a solo this weekend.
But you are going to be dancing to no music. You're going to have no teacher and you're going to be having to do it blindfolded and with your arms tied behind your back. And you have to tap dance. Maddie, you just have to dance.
You have a solo this weekend.
Woo!
The music is entitled Working Girl.
Oh, no. No. Even Christy and Kelly are like, huh? What do you mean working girl? Isn't that like a polite term for prostitute?
I think boys are icky. Icky.
It's not what you were saying about Justin Bieber a couple of weeks ago, Mackenzie.
I'm so excited that Nick's in our group dance and he's playing the vampire and we're in a trance and everybody's telling us he's bad, don't like him.
If this is the guy that's a bit creepy, a little bit dodgy, I need to find out because I can't be sitting here complimenting him if he's not. Hang on. It's research time. Okay, so research has yielded results of the creepy guy who was up to no good is called Kevin and he's not on the show until apparently 2018. So fair enough. We'll be able to compliment Nick, I think.
When you first walked in the door, I'm like, oh my God, is that Kathy? And I'm sorry.
Melissa! She's just escaped Kathy's evil clutches. And you walk in and you go, oh yeah, your hair looks lovely. But I did think it was Kathy walking in the door, you know. I could not hear that. I'd have to dye it back. I'd have to dye my hair back. I couldn't sit there thinking, do I actually look like Kathy now? Nah, I couldn't. I'd have to shave it all off. Do a full Britney moment.
Big mistake. Now, she thinks, I'm just going to show up. She's going to put us back on the team. Wrong.
If you told me that this show was completely scripted and it was actually like a serious drama, I would believe you because the storylines that just happen, they've got to be scripted. I'm sorry, but these have to be professionally paid actors. They have to be. Not again! Jill! Jill, please, 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 bestie, catch her on her break. When she's out getting McDonald's in her break, that's when you need to, like, block her in with your car and be like, hi, time to chat. Not when she's teaching Paige. Of all the children to interrupt Paige. Come on, at least interrupt Maddie. Do you know what I mean? At least, because you know she's going to get an extra 2 hours anyway.
I think coming into the room was really inappropriate.
I didn't have any choice, and I thought you would understand that.
That is code for the producers told me, and therefore you should know that I didn't have a say in what behaviour I have exhibited so far today. I've been told to do my job. I'm doing my job. You know I'm doing my job, and you're still being obtuse about it. That's what I find so frustrating about Abby, is that she acts as if the mums are doing this of their free will. No, they're not. They're being told by producers what to do. She's being told by producers what to do in order to make a TV show feel authentic and realistic.
Walk, woohoo! Walk, woohoo! Smaller steps,
walk, woohoo! Walk, woohoo! Walk. That was the funniest thing I've seen Abby do in a while. Like, for a hot minute, that's the funniest she's been. Oh my goodness, that was hysterical. I loved that. That was brilliant.
Truth be told, I didn't like last year's Laquifa dance. It was not a signature dance that I was really proud of Mia performing.
Well, this is my issue with the number, is the fact that last time it was shit. Like, the song was alright, and like, whatever, but it's a case of like, oh, I don't know why we're whacking out the same kind of choreography. I mean, the fact that the first, like, 16 beats of the number are just her walking across and doing a ball change, and a little, like, a whoa.
Just wanted to let you know that after watching all of the auditions, we have decided that we are going to go with...
Final bets. Maddie's going to get it. Are we expecting anybody else to get it? No. It's one of those things that, like, it's a very, very good opportunity. Let her have it. Like, I can't begrudge her for it. Do you know what I mean? Because I can't begrudge her at all. I do find it very funny how this is a Lifetime show, obviously, and this is a Lifetime comedy that they're auditioning for. And it just so happens that the one that production seemed to adore above all else was the person that got it. Now, I'm not saying it was rigged, because I don't think it was. But I'm just saying, maybe the producers of this show had a little word and was like, if you cast this person, it's going to cause great drama and good ratings for our show. So could you please just help us out a little bit? Cheeky naughty. That's how Hollywood works. And I think you're naive to think otherwise. Maddie obviously is a very, very talented person. Very talented. But I think you're naive to think that she got this 100% on her own merit. Because I don't think any of them would have got it 100% on their own merit. Not if they were auditioning people from around the country. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on.
We have decided that we are going to go with Maddie.
Told ya. I've got nothing to say other than just remember what show we're watching. Just remember that this is a reality show with storylines. Okay? Just remember this. Remember this. I'm not taking it away from Maddie. Because obviously, I'm assuming she gets to do the part, and, like, fantastic for her. Amazing. Something to put on her CV. However, just remember this when the mums are bitching and moaning later on. They're not jealous of Maddie, but they are particularly pissed off with the fact that it's playing a storyline out. They're building a storyline around this. They're creating something that will cause the mums to go apeshit.
And isn't it funny how they wanted a blonde and she's the only one that auditioned that wasn't a blonde?
They wanted a blonde for the role and they went with the only brunette in the room, apart from, well, I say the only brunette in the room. There's about 3 people that aren't brunettes in the room. But you get my point. Yeah, they're creating a storyline here. They're 100% creating a storyline. I don't know whether Maddie even appeared on Drop Dead Diva. Did she? Let's do it's research time. Okay, she did do Drop Dead Diva.
Abby absolutely 100% made sure that Maddie was going to get that role come hell or high water.
Again, a little bit of media literacy for you there. When Christy's sitting there going, oh, Abby made sure that Maddie got that part, she's not just talking about Abby. She's talking about the producers as well. They can't be like, oh, the producers are doing this, the producers are doing that, because that would break the immersion of the show. But they can say it in a roundabout way. And what she's saying there is, oh, the producers have given Maddie that role to cause drama with us. If this show, Drop Dead Diva, was with any other network, any other channel, I would be like, okay, yeah, this probably feels legit. But the fact that this is a Lifetime show, it's on the same channel that Dance Mums airs on, just makes me feel like there's some dodgy shenanigans going on here. And this is designed to make drama on this show. And like, brilliant for Maddie that she's gotten to do an acting role. Amazing. I think that's incredible. But you've got to be naive to think that this is anything but a precursor to a storyline for the mums.
Stop with the hair. It keeps on falling out. Why? Because you have too much hair.
Why is the hair the problem? Like, I understand there's a lot of it, but she just needs to tie it up. No? Like, I feel like this is being made out to be a bigger deal than it is. She just needs to tell Nia to, like, tie her hair up properly.
Girls, just make sure you're over there.
Abby, I'm gonna send her in rehearsal. I wasn't sure what time it was.
One thing I'll give Jill, she's a persistent fucker, and I do appreciate that. I don't think she's gonna lie down and take this. And I do like that. I think that's good. However, interrupting another rehearsal, turning up late, coming in with your shoes on and your outfit, I'm pretty sure was a crime against fashion. So that's 4 strikes. You're out.
She's the one that made you quit to begin with. Your mother's actions throwing a shoe in Texas is why she pulled you out of the studio. You didn't want to leave. Now you just want to waltz right back in? Kendall, it doesn't work like that.
I think I just object to the fact that I'm having to sit here watching Abby shout at Kendall for her mother's actions. I think that's utterly deplorable. That's literally disgusting. I'm sorry. But why are you screaming and shouting at Kendall as if she had any say in the matter? Your mother did this, your mother did that. Okay, what am I meant to do about that? Have some control over your mother. Oh yeah, because little 9-year-old me is going to be able to tell 42-year-old Jill what to do.
But I have Kendall, who I'm trying to ignore, but I can't ignore. And then I also have Paige and Nia.
I've got Kendall, who I'm trying to ignore. Could you imagine a teacher saying that? Like, on TV? Like, in an actual school? They would be fired. They would be fired. If they admitted that they were purposely ignoring a child, the school would sack them. But just because she's the head of this dance company, she can get away with it. Honestly, this is utterly disgusting. How does she have fans? How do people back her? I don't understand.
I'm going to watch each girl in rehearsal and then make my final decision at the competition.
Okay, first of all, that's a horrendous way of doing it. Because why are you giving them hope? Just cut them now. Why are we waiting until the competition to cut them? Because you're just wasting your time and energy correcting these kids when we all know it's going to be Maddie, Brooke, and Chloe that are the ones that get picked. Nia, Paige, Kendall, they don't have a chance. They don't have a chance because she's literally just sat there and slagged them off and said, they're shit. Oh, but now I need to cut it down to 3 people. Of course you're going to cut those 3 because you don't like them.
I'm entitled to my opinion because I'm 42 years old and I'm a free American citizen. So I get to say whatever I want and believe whatever I want. I stand on my credentials and my knowledge. That's something you can never take away.
I think that is an absolute fair point from Holly. The free American bit always like rubs me up the wrong way because I just hate that being used as an excuse for things. But like, I get what she means. She's 42 years old. She's allowed to have her own opinions about things. If she thinks it's rigged, she thinks it's rigged. You telling me it's not rigged does not make me think it's not rigged because we know you rig a lot of shit. We know you do. You give her all the opportunities. And there was another good point from Christy earlier on where she was like, well, you're telling us to be happy for Maddie, but when Chloe got the music video, when she got the Joffrey audition, when she came first, you were pissed off and angry that Maddie didn't get it. So yeah, fair and valid. Why should we be happy for Maddie if you don't do the same for our children?
Then fix this hair, because it's horrible.
And why don't you fix your hair and fix your face and your body and everything else?
Fix your hair. I don't think there's anything wrong with her hair. Like, it probably just needs to be styled in a way that means that it isn't falling out of, like, bunches and what are those things? Like, hairbands and things like that. But, like, that's not an issue with Nia Her hair's fine.
And you know what? I did get approval for it, and this is part of her ethnicity.
Well, it's weighing her down. It's
Ethnic
weighing her
dances.
down.
There are 4
Nia's actually sat there like, no, it's not. No, it's not. If she's saying that she got approval for it, chill, cool. This is so racially motivated from Abby. Why are we attacking the only POC for her hairstyle? It's just not giving good vibes, I can't lie. Like, I can't lie, this is not a good look for you, Abby. Not a good look at all. At all.
To get your crowns and get them on that table. I even had to bring her crowns in because I want her to realize that this is something to be proud of.
She says jealousy and success go hand in hand, but she's actively rubbing Maddie's success in other people's faces. Actively just going, look how many wins she's got. Like, okay, cool. But, like, do you want the kids to be jealous of her? No, you don't. You don't want them to be jealous.
I didn't want to show all the crowns to the girls, but I followed the rules and I did it. But then the moms kind of got mad, and I didn't like that at all.
This is what sucks, is you're forcing Maddie into a very, very uncomfortable position. A very uncomfortable position where she's sitting there and she's like, I don't want to show people my crowns. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. And, like, it's just making everyone upset and uncomfortable, and then they're gonna dislike me. This is what you're doing to these children. This is what you're doing, Abby. And I just think, actually, you are a vile human being.
Girls, I just want to tell you, I don't want you to think that Maddie's doing this to make you feel bad. Maddie was instructed to do this, and I see your faces, and I feel really bad.
Good on Melissa for actually doing this. Good on Melissa for going in there and going, please know that we did not want to do this. We've been told to do this. We're playing by the rules, which is something that I accused Melissa of not doing earlier in the show. Yeah, fair enough. This is not exactly the best thing to be doing, but if production and Abby have told you to do this, you're playing by the rules, fair game. But I'm glad that she's stomped in there and she's gone, Abby's the one that wanted to do this. Not me, not Maddie. She's not wanting to rub it in your faces. Abby is. And you know what? I gotta rate that from her, because I just know that Abby's about to spiel off a whole load of garbage and vile toxicity, because that's all she ever does.
We squash every victory because, we don't want people to hate her or people to hate me.
would tell Abby, kiss my ass. I'm not bringing them in. It's rude.
Is this the first time that Melissa is truly realizing what the other mums go through? Because I think this could be the turning point for you, Melissa. This really could be the turning point, and I truly hope it is, because I just need you to wake up a little bit. I need you to wake up, please. Please, for the love of God, please.
My stomach hurts.
Why are you always crying? Your stomach hurts. Let's get you some medicine.
She is an 8-9-year-old child whose stomach is probably in pain, and you're telling her, why are you always crying? Ugh. Have you got no sympathy for the fact that people have different reactions to pain than you do? You probably get pain and you're just like, grr, I can deal with it, grr. But she's a 9-year-old girl. If she's in pain, yeah, it probably will cause her to cry because she doesn't know what to do with that feeling.
Mia is practicing her solo, and all of a sudden, I see out of the corner of my eye, she just stops and she freezes. And I'm like, oh no.
This is what happens when you put too much pressure on a child. They end up forgetting their number. It's happened to me so many times. And, like, even as an adult, it happens to me. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck, what goes next? Because you just learn so much choreography and your brain just has that moment of, what do I do next? What do I do next? Everybody has it. In Abby Land, it seems to be a death sentence. It seems to be, well, if you don't know it now, you're never going to know it.
Taking mine, taking yours. Professional.
I have a few questions before I start this. What the fuck was that choreography? Secondly, was Nia really out of time with the music, or was the music dubbed over really out of time with her? The start was a catastrophe, and then it got a little bit better, and then it just got a whole lot worse, and then that ending bit where she kind of just goes around like, what are these dance moves? I'll give her a 3 because at least she gave a good performance. But that was like, I just watched it and I was like, this is one of the worst dances I've ever seen. Can we stop giving her Laquifa dances, please? Because clearly you can't get the choreography for it. It needs a hip-hoppy beat. It doesn't need... And then death drop. The death drop was good at the end. That was really good. I'll give her that. It just makes me so angry watching Maddie sometimes, because I watch her and I'm like, this is fantastic. But it's fantastic because the choreography you've been given serves your needs. You can dance that fantastically. But like, other people are getting walk, 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 ball, change. I'm sorry, but even Mackenzie could do something like that. Maddie, I'm going to give an 8. 9. No, it was a 9. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I thought she was powerful. I thought she was great. But like, I don't have anything else to say other than it was good. And like, it was missing like the va-va-voom, like the little extra wow factor that would have boosted it to a 10, but it was good. It was really, really good. It was a solid dance. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It was nice to see Paige have a week where nothing really chaotic went wrong with her solo. Like, we've had a couple of those weeks so far with the chair, with the mummiography, lots and lots of just crazy things happening. But I'm glad that she finally got her chance to shine. And honestly, like, I think that kind of dance is more impressive than the kind of dance Maddie does, purely because I look at the moves that she does and I'm like, how does she do this? Like, actually, how does she do this? But either way, I think it was good. I enjoyed it. 8 out of 10. I feel like that's where it comfortably sits.
If she wants a private from now on, I'm going to give them to her.
Listen, you've said this on camera. Run the tapes back. Every time you're like, she's not getting a solo, I'm holding you to that, Abby.
Although this week was filled with anxiety and turmoil with the group dance, the solo performance for Nia was a high point.
I think 9th place was nice for that number. But this is, again, was I mean giving it a 3? Because she did have fantastic attitude and she did give a good performance. Maybe I'll bump it up to a 4. Editing Ethan will know what to do.
Even to place in the top 10 was an accomplishment.
And I think placing in the top 10 out of a competition of like 50, 60 people is incredible. I think it's great. I think it should be applauded personally. I don't think we should be bitching and moaning that they haven't gotten first. I think we should be congratulating them that they're getting a prize at all.
Maddie, 130 in a row.
It was a good dance. I said that. I enjoyed the dance. I thought it was good. I thought she performed perfectly. I thought it was really, really good. Like I said, it was just missing that little va-va-voom, that little star power, that little woof, woof. Ooh, I haven't seen that before. Just to make me go, yeah, 10 out of 10.
So, why on earth does Kendall have a white bow in her hair and nobody else does?
Maybe because in the event that you decide at the last minute before they go on stage that Kendall is going to go in the number, Jill's already got her ready to go on. I feel like this is not the big deal that it needs to be. But clearly to Abby, it's the end of the world. A freaking bow in the hair. Done. End of the world.
Melissa said, here are bows for everybody. I picked one up and I put it in her hair.
Okay, well, newsflash, Melissa doesn't own the studio.
This is not the hill to die on. It's a bow and a hair. It can be taken out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we really having an argument over a poxy bow in someone's hair? Honestly, Jill, I love you to pieces and I know you want to be on this show, but I'd have stayed away because Abby is toxicity personified. Why are we getting pissed off and angry at a bow being in someone's hair?
Well, then do it and let's go. I want to eat my lunch.
You better do it.
Oh, I just knew that there was something going on. I knew that there was something happening. Because they mentioned a dodgy foot at the start. And when they were doing... Oh, no. No. Oh, Paige. Okay, thank God it was after her solo. Thank God.
Paige could have been in that group, but you know what? I can't risk her injuring herself any further.
I mean, fair and valid from Abby, but I refuse to believe you would have had Paige in that number anyway. So we're just going to move past the fact that you're pretending to be nice now, because I don't think you would have ever put Paige in that number.
I think Jill is from the me, myself, and I generation.
Are you and Jill not similar ages? Like, what's the... It's research time! They're literally the exact same age. So you're also from the me, myself, and I era, okay? The generation. Which I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. She has a right to feel upset that she's come all this way to a competition, okay, in Lancaster, and you are telling her, oh no, actually your daughter's not going to be going on stage. So why am I here?
You've lost your faith. There's nothing more to live for. And I wanna save you tonight. Just met you, and I can't let you. You cry, and I wanna save you.
Not often I do this, but if I could stand up I would, but the camera won't get me in. It was just sensational. That's all I've got to say about it. It was like, wow, sensational. I think Chrissy was absolutely right. Adding Nick in just added so much dimension to the number. I think if it was just the girls, it would have been a bit samey. But having someone in there to do lifts, to do some spins, to just have a little bit more partner work in there that was controlled and looked nice. There was a very clear story in there. If I could give it an 11 out of 10, I would. But this is, I think, my favourite group number so far.
Twilight!
As it should be at the end of the day. As it should be. It should win. It was the best dance thus far, in my opinion, that Abby Lee has served us. Like, she served us a lot of dances at this point. And this was the best one so far. So, big claps indeed.
Well, how about then you let me know? I won't be back until you let me know when the time is right.
I told you before that I would think about it. Did you just shush me?
I love Jill. I actually do love Jill. I've done a full 180 on her. I find her so funny. The fact that she just went shh. I don't think anybody else has the balls to do that, but I absolutely love it. Oh, Jill, big hearts for you, my lovely. Big hearts. Big hearts indeed.
What you say goes. You don't care about the kids. You don't care about anybody but yourself.
I agree. Jill's spitting straight facts and I love it. She's brutally honest and she's telling Abby exactly how it is. Did I just call her Abby? She's a bit Abby. Wow, what a crazy, chaotic time. This has been a great episode. So much happened. We had the whole fix your hair. We had Jill coming back. We had Paige breaking her ankle. We had Abby getting the drop dead diva. This episode was jam-packed. We've had some boring episodes recently. Couldn't we have shifted some of these storylines down the season? Do you know what I mean? Because obviously we all know these are actors. And they're pacing out the storylines because these guys are acting stories out, right? These can't be real people, right? Right. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And do all of that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. Remember, we are still doing Survivor Season 9. I think that's Vanuatu. And we are doing Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. As well as brand new series, The Traitors New Zealand. Which, if you guys love backstabbing, you love a little bit of drama, and you love a little bit of a mystery to solve, well, get your ass onto my channel and watch me react to the first episode now. Second episode will be out on Friday. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And make sure to do other things that are YouTube based. Yeah, I don't know. You got it. Right, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye now.